Efforts to discover remains from the Korean War will be strengthened. South Korean ministries involved in such operations held a joint meeting, and two separate ceremonies for the fallen soldiers were held today. For details, we turn to our Park Ji-won.
Various ministries related to the recovery of remains from the Korean War met Tuesday morning at Seoul's Defense Ministry to ensure the process is carried out efficiently. It was attended by dozens of officials from 15 ministries, including the Defense Ministry, the Welfare Ministry, and the Ministry of Patriots and Veterans Affairs. They discussed pan-governmental measures to work with local governments and health centers to secure DNA samples from people who lost relatives in the war so the dead can be identified. More than 130,000 service members from the Korean War remain unaccounted for, but only 34,000 DNA samples are available. With those plans in the works, the South Korean Army's Capital Corps held a joint farewell ceremony Tuesday morning in Suwon for 4 fallen service members. Their remains were found earlier this year on mountains in Suwon and in Yongin, both in Gyeonggi-do Province. They are presumed to have been killed during Operation Thunderbolt in 1951, a major offensive by U.S.-led UN forces to recapture the capital area of Seoul. The commander of the Capital Corps said in his address that the South Korean Army will never forget their sacrifices and patriotism and will maintain the utmost military readiness to preserve freedom and peace on the peninsula. Meanwhile, another ceremony was held Tuesday at Yongsan Garrison in Seoul to commemorate the return of the remains of a soldier presumed to have been killed in the Korean War fighting under the U.S.-led UN command. The ceremony was hosted by the commander of the UN Command and U.S. Forces Korea, General Robert Abrams, who said in his address that it is a solemn obligation to find those who went missing during the war, to identify them, return them to their loved ones, and to remember their noble sacrifices. The remains are believed to be of an American soldier from the 32nd Regiment of the U.S. 7th Infantry Division who was killed in a battle in April 1951. His remains were found in eastern Gangwon-do Province last year and will be sent to Hawaii for further identification. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.